Today's Saturday Club, and I've been listening to a story and acting out a princess. I've had a massage. I've been drawing my family on some family card things, and I've also been doing Hope on a Rope.
One of the services that we run at the hospice is a Young Carers programme, and the Saturday Club is a very important part of that.
It's a part of the hospice where we are really quite proactive in trying to help families come to terms with and live with the everyday reality of a parent who is in the process of going through their illness.
When my dad died, it was really hard. I didn't like it at all and I weren't coping very well, but then I started to come to Saturday Club and it helped me a lot better to get through all the pain.
One of the ways that you help children to share some of these difficulties or understand what's happening with them and with their families is to give them a bit of fun.
For that young person, the world has shifted. There's been a seismic earthquake in their life, really. I think often security has been shattered when somebody in their world is very seriously ill.
So by having a regular club, by having a regular contact with the same people, and the children get to trust us and we get to work with them, how they're doing, it's not an easy place to be when you're living with chronic, terminal, palliative care illness.
The club just made me feel like I wasn't alone, there's so many other people my age in my situation, and I just felt like, it wasn't just me going through all this, and it just distracted me, made me feel happy again. And you could talk to the people and they'll just, they help me out.
We use the nurses, we use the doctors, we use spiritual care people, we use volunteers who are able to relate easily with children, who have specific skills in that area, of talking, of listening, music, storytelling, craft, it doesn't matter.
The things we do are they have deeper meanings, like just drawing pictures like we are now. We're drawing pictures of our family, our loved ones who we've lost as well. So while it's taking our mind off things, it's also helping us deal with it.
We hope they'll have fun as well, and sometimes that's all they need to get from that particular Saturday. But sometimes we have activities which are slightly quieter, like Hope on a Rope. And those beads might represent hopes that a child might have. And then another bead might represent how they might cope if that hope doesn't happen, or how they might cope with any fears or anxieties they might have. It's a very good way to encourage a child to talk if they wish to talk.
We're able to give them that kind of environment that nurtures them and gives them something, some support. It's a very intuitive, instinctive way of working with children, and children respond to it incredibly positively.
I can talk to people about why I'm angry and all my feelings. I know it's okay if I cry and laugh, and I can make lots of friends here.
So much of our problems that we experience in later life happens because of what isn't or wasn't done at the time that the original problems were occurring. If we can have them in an environment that talks about to them gently, softly, but with some truth and honesty, then they get some pictures that will help them. And in that way, the future can be envisaged in a way that will be much, much more helpful.
When you're alone in your house with your family and there's someone missing, it's just, you can't talk about it, but it's so obviously there. You can't be normal, and none of your friends understand. But here, it's happened to everyone. You can be open and you can just talk about it and they'll understand you, and it gives you hope because the people who are running it, they know what they're talking about. They're not just random people who think they understand. They really do understand. It's hard to kind of put into words how helpful it can be.